news, man.
A
Looks
whole
like
bunch
here.
of murder and deceit. K Flock found not guilty of murder charges, but guilty on 5 other charges, including possession and RICO. And we have a cat. What is it saying? Bronx lady artist Shani Bani will testify on K Flock's behalf, proving that it was self defense. When the what approached him?
When
Uh,
oh yeah, when what's the name approached
Waskar.
him? Yeah, that's the dude. The dude that
Oh,
posted. That's the name of the dude. It's
but
crazy,
what's
man.
weird is they say in New York there is no self defense, but since it's a Fed case, there's technically self defense in
It's,
the Feds,
yes, it is.
which is crazy because it's like, how is it like it depends on who's prosecuting you on which rule set they follow, and
That's
like,
it. That's
and
how it
it's
get
like,
effed.
and the thing is like, wouldn't the Feds supersede it all the time?
But I mean, that's if
So
you.
like, can you? So if you get a case and it's against the state and it's self defense, and you're like, oh, you're gonna get screwed. There's no self defense. Is there a way you can elevate your case to where it goes
Why
to
would
the
you want to
feds?
elevate yourself to go to the? I mean, some people do. I mean,
No, so
honestly,
that way they could actually get the self defense.
You know, what's funny. Honestly, when people are in jail, they always talk about like, oh yeah, you and like if you get sentenced to prison, when you go to jail, everybody's like, oh yeah, I mean, jail is horrible. Like you don't got no freedom, you can't do anything. Just wait till you go to prison. That's when they feed you better. You get to walk the yard. You get to do more stuff. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, oh yeah, go to because when people say you go to the feds, that's when they give you your own food. You get to cook your own food, allegedly cook your own food. Do they basically get more freedom in the feds?
Yeah,
So the higher up you go. So I mean, I understand that. Like, oh
and
yeah,
if you get different rules set that benefits you, I wonder if there's a way to get. You're like, oh, I don't want this case to be a local case. I want it to go be a Fed case.
true. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but you don't got a choice for that because feds want to keep they want to keep their high percentage rate conviction
So
rate up.
yeah, it's
So
like
like they
Little
like
Dirk said, federal nightmares.
exactly they
That
don't want
means you got to snitch on somebody.
horrible. But I mean, this whole court case is crazy. If you don't remember the case, I mean, basically, K Flock was basically walking. Knob came out the barbershop, said something to him, started following him. The dude ended up getting shot. He ended up getting shot in the back too. That's why I thought like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be self defense because the dude got shot in the back. You clearly running away, but they was like, oh well, in the way that it works in the face is like, what would you do in this situation? Like, would a regular person do this? And they said when the dude died, he died with his hand in his pocket, and just so happened his hand was in his pocket on the trigger of the gun in his pocket.
Yeah,
So it was like,
so he
well,
was trying to get him.
so yeah, he could have been walking away, then turned around and boom, popped you real quick, and then you would have got shot.
Yeah,
So basically, like, if you were a regular pedestrian, would you have shot? Is the question. And that's all the feds want to know. If you was in the situation and somebody came up and ran up on you and kept bothering you, and they had their hand in their pocket,
it's so weird to me because it's like even if you like, they have a class here. We're in Texas. You got to take a class to have a concealed handgun, and it's like they're always like, you got to watch even if you have a gun. Like, they say if you fear for your life, you're allowed to use lethal force,
mm-hmm.
but that's very subjective in that at the end of every bullet is basically a court case.
basically,
And but from all the cases I've been seeing lately where it's like minimal stuff going on and someone pulls out a gun early on and just starts firing, that they all beat the case on self-defense.
mm-hmm.
Like especially I see a lot of like traffic road rage,
Yeah,
and someone will like, the cars will be being petty to each other, like cutting each other off back and forth, and then one person finally cuts him off and gets out of the car,
uh-huh.
and when they go up to the window, the person rolls down the window and shoots him,
Mm-hmm.
and the person always beats the case because it's like the other person that got out of the car was the aggressor. But I thought it wasn't supposed to be that easy. Like, someone coming up to your window doesn't mean you're scared for your life. They could
Yes,
just,
you are.
but apparently so, because it's like every case I've seen like that where they're in a state that they have self-defense, someone will have like a link to the article where they have like the update,
Mm-hmm.
and every single time they beat it.
That's how it is. I mean,
Like, I even saw one where a dad got out of a car because he was arguing with someone, and he went up, he punched their door, and they rolled down the window and they shot him in the neck. And like the wife was like, he has no criminal record, he's never done anything. But they showed, I don't know if it was a kid or someone in their 20s, messing with him. They said, well, he was the aggressor. He punched their door, so they were allowed to use lethal force.
mm-hmm.
So it's just like, man,
So
it's like that, you can literally
it's
make
like
up
cops.
anything.
It's like with cops. Like when cops shoot you, like, and you be like, oh man, that dude wasn't doing anything. He was reaching for something. He was reaching for his wallet or something like that. And then out of nowhere, you see like at the bottom line, like, oh yeah, cops found a gun in the glove compartment. And you be like, oh, well, he got off because he had a glove in the glove compartment. And it's just like they find like weird small technicalities.
Or they'll be like, he had a pocket knife in his pocket, and they're like, he wasn't even in his pockets when you shot him.
But hey,
And
you
it's
never
just,
know. You never know.
yeah, it's just a bunch of
And
BS,
then it
man.
depends what kind of lawyer you got, and if the lawyer really how cool the lawyer is with the
Because
judge.
I feel like you could almost like bait people if you were a sicko.
You can.
You could bait,
Oh,
you could bait
I
people.
heard that flinching if you flinch at somebody, that's a charge.
Yeah,
You can charge somebody with that. So I mean, that's I think it's
Well,
assault.
yeah, but I feel like you could bait someone where like you could drive like a jerk, and then someone finally gets out to like try to fight or do something to your car, and then you just get a free pass to smoke them.
Yeah, you can. You can. If you got the money for it. You got to want to sit for a little, probably sit for a little bit, get a bond.
You don't want to be in like jail for a month.
Exactly. You don't want to be in jail for a month. But I mean, back to the situation right here, man. This K Flock situation is crazy. I mean, at first, you know that K Flock got arrested for the whole. I mean, he said it was self defense, but while he was out here fighting this whole self defense situation, I mean, his whole crew got locked up in the whole RICO charge, and a lot of people were saying if he didn't have the if he wasn't in a gang, that he would be scot free right now because he just beat the body. And they're saying the only thing they're really holding him on right now is basically gang related charges, and that's something that he can't beat.
It's all of his music and everything.
Yeah, because I mean, if you know K Flock, you know about the whole New York drill situation, how they're basically heavily influenced by Chicago. It's not Chicago. You can't go around and be a part of this crew and shoot up somebody, and be like the cops is gonna let it slide. Like in Chicago,
That was such a wild time because it was like early technology,
uh-huh.
like 2010, 2013, and people in Chicago were murking people and then bragging about it on Twitter because they're like the cops aren't on Twitter. They only know about Facebook.
Pretty
It
much.
was crazy because like that's where they show like King Von's old tweets.
Pretty much.
Where they're disrespecting people online, like, oh, your homie got smoked, or someone would be tweet like, I'm hanging out on this block, and then they would get killed.
Exactly.
And the cops really didn't do anything. It wasn't until some of the people got some money, and then people started getting killed in like more public areas that they're like, all right, we're locking everyone up. And New York, no, they're not playing that because you're not even allowed to have guns. They're trying to just put everyone away immediately.
Exactly. They're trying to put away everybody immediately, and then with this whole I forgot. Yeah, with this whole situation here, I mean, like you see how Chicago basically influenced these kids because a lot of kids like be loving them, saying, "Oh, my favorite rapper is Rondo number 9."
Yeah,
Out of all people, I don't think how many tapes did Rondo number 9 even come out with,
like 2.
and he's in jail for like 40, 50 years, and he got a whole rocket launcher. So I mean, like
He
people.
did go viral on early Instagram.
Exactly. So people out here saying like Rondo number 9 is my favorite rapper, and you see like they heavily influenced. Now they doing the same thing, and like McCole said, like technology back then wasn't all that out. Like cops back then wasn't all that hip on technology, but now they are.
They're monitoring everything.
They monitor everything. They are monitoring Instagram, and every time you see K Flock, he on Instagram like saying, "Oh, where you?" Like,
Every op shot.
Every op shot. He on the like I've never seen somebody on the ops block so much. Like I'm here. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm on the ops block.
Like Instagram Live.
Yeah, Instagram. Then like 11 o'clock. I've been here an hour later. I'm still on the ops block. It's sweet out here. And then you hit the ops. You go to the ops page. You go to the ops page. They be like, oh yeah, K Flock blocked us. So he need to unblock us so we can see where he really at. And then like,
because they're like, where he said he was. He's not here.
exactly. And then like you see them beefing back and forth, and then like somebody died. Then like you see like K Flock and them being like, oh yeah, we smoking on this pack, we smoking on that pack. Oh, we doing this, we doing that. Oh yeah, tell your homie out here saying he shot me in the stomach. It's a lot of like self snitching stuff these rappers were doing. These K Flock and them were doing that. Like this whole RICO charges had to happen because I mean. You out here being too reckless. You out here on the ops blocks, basically antagonizing the ops, saying you basically looking for them to shoot them yourself. You're not doing this at nighttime, like 10 o'clock at night. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and you on the ops block looking for somebody to walk around the corner so you can shoot them, or basically make a pull up on them to see them run, so you can be like, don't run.
It's crazy that they used to do that in Chicago. Like they were one of the originators of like going on Instagram Live, and they would literally show themselves like walking their streets, and then they got like a baby Draco in the backpack,
and they'll show it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got it on me. I'm gonna boom you. Whoever comes,
Rico
boom.
Reckless used to do that.
Oh yeah, the boom part.
No, he used to go on Ops Block and Instagram Live himself with all kinds of tools.
That's just crazy. I mean, that's just crazy. And then what's crazy about this whole situation, K Flock's in jail for basically shooting at the odds, basically being in the gang. But at the same time, it's gang members out here like Van, like your own gang members out here snitching on you. Dudes out here saying that, hey, like I got shot. I called up K Flock and them. I let them know that I got hit. I got hit. And K
Uh,
Flock's like, oh yeah, I got your back. I'm gonna come spin the block for you. The next thing you know, since you over here got the life sentence, you want to point at me to get reduced time, saying like, oh yeah, my homies and them retaliated for me and they shot at the ops, and which is like crazy. I mean, like I would never suspect like the streets is down bad like this. Everybody over talking about shh, be quiet, don't say anything, don't snitch, and the first thing you want to do is you want to snitch on your homie that got retaliation for you.
I mean, it's a dirty game right now. People are snitching at an all time high. It really seems like 10, 15 years ago that if you were a rapper, that would
Mm-hmm.
end your career.
Yep.
But nowadays it's like
Everybody's snitching.
everyone's snitching, and then everyone is like, "This is a special situation. Why we should forgive this one person
Mm-hmm.
for snitching?" But it's like we were asking us to do that for 15 rappers. So
Exactly.
not everyone has a special situation where they should be forgiven. I don't know. I do like that there's a handful of rappers that still say, no snitching, snitch K, and that stuff, because you got to hold it up. You can't let people
True.
portray a life and then not live up to it, or take the easy way out to avoid jail time and then not face consequences. A lot of times people back in the day wouldn't want to be a rat, because even if they did use that to get an advantage and get out of jail, they would get smoked once they got out. That's how they got out. And a lot of times people knew it. If you're getting locked up for a serious crime and then you're out in a month, oh, they're
Mm-hmm.
like, you definitely told something. You're not getting out that quick.
True.
So that's why a lot of people say, when people have cases where they're like looking at 20 years or 15 years or 5 years, and then they randomly come home in like, a month,
Uh-huh.
and they're supposed to do 5 more years, they're like, you told something.
True. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like that too. Like, yeah, the snitches ain't getting anything done with them. Like, they ended up getting like they using this as like, well, I didn't snitch on the homie. Like, some of these are being like, oh well, either if you are op in the streets, and if I get arrested, and if they saying, hey man, I know you got your op K Flock. If you know anything about K Flock, let me know. We gonna shave some of your time off.
Op snitching is super
Like
crazy.
they op snitching. It's really op snitching going on right now. I mean, and I mean, I even forgot to play the video. We gonna play it.
What's crazy is Daniel Hernandez set the tone about,
Oh, snitching the
and
kind of.
Real Boston Richie about snitching,
Mm-hmm.
and and like, oh, I have a special situation. Like, they were hooking up with my baby mama behind my back
Hey.
and extorting me or stealing money. So of course I'm gonna snitch on them. But it's like, the real code is, even if you are getting backstabbed, you don't snitch on them, but then you handle it in the streets. You have them get handled.
Mm-hmm.
But he used snitching to get out of his own situation,
Yeah, like that.
because he was like, they backstabbed me, so I'm gonna backstab them. But it's like, that's not how you're supposed to get them back. And that's the whole problem with the situation, especially with you. He avoided all his jail time by being an informant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how you're supposed to. Oh, I'm the number one rapper informant. Like, that, how shouldn't even exist.
That's how. I mean, that's how 69 did it. And then with this whole situation right here, with the way the feds are going, like they really don't have any. Like they really don't have K Fly actually doing anything. They just got a whole bunch of like, oh well, this person got shot. K Flock made this song. This person got shot. K Flock made this song. Said this. Then we got this person that's finna snitch on them. But guess what? This person that snitch on them already has a life sentence, so he's trying to get his
Yeah.
time served. So everybody
I
has like an
I hate.
alternative. What
Sorry, I was gonna say, I hate how they use lyrics. Like, I
exactly?
hate how they use lyrics and it's available in certain states and not in others.
But you know it's
And
funny.
it's like, because there's nothing saying that your lyrics could be true. Like, you could literally rap how you went to the moon. Did you literally go to the moon? No, you didn't. So it's
Right?
like, are they going to get you into the jail because you're not allowed to go to the moon, but you said you went to the moon in a song? Like, you don't have to be truthful at all in your raps. And, but
But
it's,
true, but that's true. You don't have to be truthful at all in your raps. But at the same time, if you rap about rah rah getting shot in the cab, people pulling up on rah rah shooting them in the cab, and even though your crew ain't do it, the cops don't know who really did it. And guess what? They really don't want to spend time. Nobody really wants to spend the man hours to solve a murder. They want to find this as easy as possible. So they gonna look online, look on social media, and then be like, "Well, K Flock said he shot rah rah in them, so we just
their crew's claiming it, so we might as well put it on them.
we gonna put it on them. We gonna throw them in jail and make it prove it later. Either you finna have the money to beat the case, or you're not finna have the money to beat the case, and it sticks on you. And then we have to go back to the drawing board. That's how these cops is doing it nowadays. Like it's
Yeah,
lazy. Like
basically.
the Rico is. That's why I feel like the Rico is lazy police work. Like it's like I can't find anything on everybody, but what I do know is that everybody yelling out the same thing. Y'all all yelling
Yeah,
out the
that
same
that
thing. Y'all all sound violent. I know something violent going on. So I'm gonna hit you with the Rico, and then y'all can't prove it. Then somebody gonna snitch and say something that happened, and then I got something.
yeah, and then that makes the whole thing real.
Yep.
And that's literally what they did to get the mobs, because the mob bosses literally could never get caught actually doing anything. It was always the under guys. So if you have a million guys underneath you get caught, they're gonna say, well, that's enough to say that this is your guys doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's literally, you're right. It's lazy police work. It's a loophole. But let's play this clip.
Yeah, we're gonna play the clip. K Flock right there walking away. He's walking with two girls. And then there you can see the person open the
Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till law says it's over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too.
exactly. And here are the some of the here are the charges that K Flock got charged with. Now, I mean, a lot of people are saying that K Flock should have never made that statement because he still hasn't been sentenced yet. I mean, the sentencing for him is this coming July, so we don't know what he's gonna get, but we do know that it's not gonna be automatic life sentence because they did drop the gang related murder. They did drop that because I mean it wasn't gang related, it was random. He was walking and it just happened. So it was not like he was doing something to retaliate for the gang. It's just somebody that just happened. He was beefing with, attacked him, and then in self defense.
Yeah.
So he has
And the
the
firearms offense, guilty, of course, because
yep,
he shot someone.
of course, and then and if you look at all his videos, he has a gun in every video. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like it's crazy. He got so many of them. And then on top of that, like he's in the gang. You can't be in the gang. You doing all this. You over here being reckless. You over here online saying all this reckless stuff. So yeah, they gonna get him on that. But he's not guaranteed. It's not gonna be life. It can be anywhere between. Somebody said 0 to 20. I mean, he's already been in there like 4.5, almost 5 years now. So I would think, I mean, with all this stuff that he was doing, I mean, he did beat some. They didn't really catch him doing catching anybody. They just got him talking reckless and got him having a gun. I mean, I would say he at least get 15, 17. I said like if he gets like 15 years. 15 years, he did 5. He probably had to do at least like 4 more, and then like the rest he got from probation. I can see that
Yeah.
because I mean he didn't get caught doing all the body stuff, but I mean it is crazy. I mean in New York, they really shut down this whole gang stuff because there's a lot of other gangs that's going down. Like we listen to, like they putting Ricos on everybody. Like they not
I
even
mean,
wait.
yeah, really across the United States. I mean, how many Ricos have we seen in the past like calendar year?
True.
It's been crazy. Everyone's getting caught up. It's just getting to the point where the cops ain't playing no more. And
They just lazy. They gonna get the easy way out. Like, we gonna hit you with a Rico. Like as soon as I hear that you and like 4 other people yelling out the same thing, Rico.
what's crazy is you don't even gotta be that big like to catch a Rico. Like Chief Keef's artist Main, he got a Rico and got put up for 8 years.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy. And he beat everything, like you said. Like he beat any of the murder charges.
All
He
the
beat
violent
this and
stuff.
that. Yeah,
He was just
but it was just like they're operating as an organization or an enterprise, and also they're getting caught with basically with drugs and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So it's like they didn't have anything they could stick, and still almost did a decade. He did like 8 years in actual jail, and then he was like in a halfway house for like a year.
That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. But y'all comment down below. How many years do you think K Flock is gonna get? And also, do you think it's over for New York drill
Do you
music?
think it's over for his career?
I
Do you
mean,
think if he comes out, he's still gonna have enough buzz to like get back on?
get out. Like, I mean, if he gets out, he'll get out in his like late 30s. So, I mean, I really don't think he would actually. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. Cause I mean, look, see Bobby Shmurda. I mean, Bobby Shmurda did his time. I mean, he ain't doing no music, but at the same time, you see Roddy Rebel did his time, and he's still trying to do something. So it really just
Bobby
depends.
Shmurda, man, let it go. He
He,
went to jail and then he came out and everyone was hype and he had like 2 hit songs when he came back and then a bunch of like
BS.
trash ones and then it's like he stopped even trying. Like I don't even know when's the last time he released music.
He's out there smashing white girls. That's it. That's all
He's
he's
just
doing.
skiing the slopes.
Just getting slopes, doing random threesomes and all that stuff. But